Hello cyclists! Today I brought you a very exciting new line from German bike manufacturer Riese and Müller. It's the Urban series and this is the Urban 5. This is the Urban 5 from German bike manufacturer Riese and Müller. And as I just said, I think there's something going on, because usually when you have a look at the Riese and Müller bikes, they're huge. It's like when you're cycling through the city, you see them miles coming towards you. And this one here is leaner, more slim, more chic. I like it a lot. I think they want to become a bit more, not sophisticated, a bit more modern. And also when you have a look at the colors, they are more brave concerning the colors. And I have to admit something, which is a bit embarrassing for me. When I took this bike for a test ride for the first time, I literally forgot to turn on the motor and I didn't notice it. I just was cycling for 10-15 minutes and I thought, this is, yeah, cool, but somehow the modes of assist, I don't know. And then I realized, well, you forgot to turn on the motor. What I want to say is, this bike is so light, it weighs only 21 kilograms, and the geometry in combination with the belt drive, and this one here has the Shimano Alpine 8 gears, you can easily cycle it without the motor. But of course it is much more fun. Riese and Müller always used Bosch motors, but not with the Urban line. They did choose the Fazua 60 motor. It is a very agile motor, it is in the middle, so it gives you a very natural feeling, so it's like the same with the Bosch motor. And this has 60 Newton meter of torque, so it is very powerful. You can easily commute with this bike, also it comes with a rear rack, but you can also go on tours. The motor has 3 different modes of support, and what I really like is that you do have a shifter here. You don't have any display. Of course, you can use your mobile phone and integrate it into the cockpit, but usually the motor does not come with a display. And you have this little ring here, and you can choose between these 3 different modes of assist, and well, you do have a little display. You have this little LEDs, and the color of the LEDs show you what mode of support you use. The battery is a 430 watt-hour battery, and that gives you a range really depending on what mode of assist you choose between, I'd say, 60 and 80 kilometers. It took me like 3 to 4 days to ride with this bike to recharge it, but I'm not commuting that much. So I'd say it's definitely enough for commuting and also for touring. When you cycle and the motor is switched on and you choose the different modes of assist, they're really powerful. It feels very agile, and I have the feeling that I have a really strong and reliable companion. The battery is integrated in the frame, but you can take it out to charge it, or you charge the bike directly. The whole experience is a bit more sportive because the frame geometry, you are still upright, but you feel that a lot of your power goes directly into your legs. Speaking about the handlebar, I do like the cockpit, even though there is no display. Maybe that's even something good. You only see a little bit the Supernova Mini 2, which gives you very good visibility. It's one of my most favorite lighting systems, especially in combination with the lights integrated in the rear fender. The fenders are Cura Light. Lots of high quality bike manufacturers choose them because they are, as the name says it, they are super light and they do not rattle at all. Riese and Müller, as I said, is constantly in a transformation process, not only concerning their bike range, but also concerning sustainability. They always look how they can produce more in Europe. So this frame here, all the frames from the Urban line are produced in Portugal. And I know they're even thinking quite a lot about recycling and how the life cycle of their products are and will be in the future. But back to the bicycle and the amazing feeling of riding it. Of course, as you probably know when you know my videos, I really love the Gates carbon belt drive. And this one here is standard in combination with the Shimano Alpine 8 gear. Super nice. One thing, the whole combination, the Gates carbon belt drive and the motor, it gives you a super silent ride. It's really nice. So maybe that is also why I didn't recognize that the motor wasn't switched on. No, but honestly, it's really nice. When you cruise through the city, it feels like a regular bike in combination with the middle motor. Riese and Müller did choose the Schwalbe Supreme Marathon tires, which gives you, especially when you're commuting a lot and there's glass lying on the street, of course it's not puncture proof, but yeah, you know what I mean. It gives you a good feeling to ride through the streets. You won't have a flat tire that easily. You can choose this bike in two different colors. This is called Silver, the greenish one, and a matte black. And I think matte black looks really mean and evil, and I like that a lot. This bike also comes with a suspension fork of 60 mm from Santur GVX. This is actually part of suspension kit. So the bike usually comes without the suspension, but you can choose it. And I liked it a lot, especially when you're riding over cobblestones or touring a little. This suspension kit costs approximately 330 euros. You can also choose from a second kit, and that is called the Comfort Kit, which has a rather larger suspension in the seat post, and you do have ergo grips, which gives you overall a very comfy feeling. Riese and Müller did choose platform pedals that give you a really good grip, so I felt super comfortable and also super safe when I was riding a bit more wild. Security, very important detail when you're riding an e-bike. Of course, this e-bike has hydraulic disc brakes. The brake levers does not only look super nice, they also feel really good, are super tight, and I always had the feeling of having full control over the bike, even though when I had to brake abruptly. The hydraulic disc brakes are from Tractro. It's one of the well-known, very established manufacturers, and I think Riese and Müller did choose very well. Also very comfortable when cycling is the Physics saddle. Riese and Müller is known, of course, for high quality, and quality has its price. So check out the Riese and Müller website for the different prices. The Urban series is more or less all around 5,000 euros, depending on what kit you choose. And one thing that will happen in autumn 2022, Riese and Müller is offering extra services and will give you nice and smart features, and the bike will be even more connected with the RX, the rider experience. This will collect your ride data, statistics, and of course safety features. And in this bike there is an RX chip integrated. And with the app then you can activate the alarm, and the alarm sets off, for example, with lights, sounds, or you can get a push notification when your bike is moved. And there are, of course, lots of service features and insurance features. Check out the website because the video would be way too long. But I think what Riese and Müller really does is, besides being a really sustainable company, listening what do their customers want, really going into conversation with them and offering everything you need. Overall, this is a really beautiful bike. It is a great, very chic and elegant new line from Riese and Müller, and I really like that Riese and Müller is so focused on sustainability. I mean, there are a lot of very innovative and beautiful bikes popping up in the bike market, but these bikes are not only very innovative, loaded with technology, but it's also smart, and as a customer I think they are taking really good care of you. So I'm pretty curious to see what the urban line will, how it will develop and how the customers will like it. Tell me what you think about this bicycle in the comments, and if you're not a subscriber yet, I'm really happy if you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.